Welcome to the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Thursday, April 28th. Over the last 2 weeks, we've seen precipitation move across the Great Basin with storm systems, periodically giving us chances at cooler temperatures and precipitation. Over the last 7 days, we've seen some showers in most areas of the Great Basin, but some of the drier spots remain over parts of southern Nevada, southern Utah, and even parts of southern Idaho. Over the last 2 weeks, again, we've seen storms move through, bringing some precipitation, especially to the northern half of the region, and even over parts of southern Utah, but again, still drier spots over central and southern Nevada, parts of the Arizona Strip into southern Utah. New snowfall over the last 72 hours. We did see some new snowfall on the light side over central and eastern Idaho into Wyoming. The snow depth is still indicated on the right, showing obviously still snowpack up in the northern tier of the Great Basin in the higher terrain and also into the Sierra. Looking at our snowpack, we are near normal still in parts of central Idaho and Wyoming and have dropped to just below normal over parts of southern Idaho into northern Nevada, but the rest of Nevada and Utah remains below normal and the snowpack continues to decrease. These storm systems that have been moving through and will continue to move through here over the next week or two will likely slow down the snowmelt process, but we still will continue to see that snowmelt, which will likely increase later in May. The satellite loop from this morning shows the next trough of low pressure moving into the western side of the Great Basin with gusty to strong winds today, also bringing some precipitation to especially the northern third of the Great Basin. So we will see windy and dry conditions across much of Nevada and into southern parts of the Great Basin today. Looking at our weather pattern for later this afternoon, that trough of low pressure moves into central areas of the Great Basin, again bringing clouds and precipitation to the north and gusty winds region-wide, at least across Nevada and Utah, and you can see that in the ventilation index showing good dispersion, obviously with those gusty winds. The strongest winds today will be located across Nevada and Utah. Gusts will increase to between about 40 and 50 miles per hour, especially along the Sierra front, and also especially over parts of the Arizona Strip into Utah and southern Nevada. Gusty winds across the rest of Nevada as well. We will see high mixing heights in these areas with lower mixing heights further north. We do have some red flag warnings today for parts of southern areas of the Great Basin. On Friday, the storm system moves to our east. However, we do have another one quickly moving in off the northwest coast, but we will have some weak ridging moving in on Friday. We will see gusty northwest winds in the wake of this first system moving through today, especially across Utah and eastern Nevada, with lighter winds in the western areas. So again, you can see those gusty winds generally across the eastern half of the Great Basin, with northwest winds gusting generally in the 40s. Mixing heights will remain moderate to high in all areas. As we move into Saturday, this next trough off the coast moves into the northern and western areas of the Great Basin, bringing another round of clouds and some light shower activity to the northern areas, and also some gusty winds, especially to parts of the Sierra front. We will see good dispersion across Nevada, and as that ridge moves east in between these systems across Utah, we will see winds decrease across Utah, Wyoming, parts of Idaho with decreased dispersion. On Saturday, again, we will see those gusty winds along the Sierra front, but not quite as strong as what we're seeing today. The rest of the Great Basin will see light to moderate wind flow. Mixing heights will remain moderate to high in most areas with the exception of central Idaho. The forecast clearing index for Utah, clearing indices with these gusty winds will remain high over the next 2 days, but will drop on Saturday as those winds decrease and that ridge moves across the area. The 3-day forecast amount of precipitation is shown here, and again with these systems generally just targeting Idaho, Wyoming, and the northern part of Nevada and Utah, with drier conditions continuing down south. As we move into Sunday, we have another system dropping down from the north, which will clip Idaho, Wyoming, and parts of Utah, giving us some breezy northwest winds and also some light showers. But yet another system lingers off the coast, and that will move in for the Monday-Tuesday time period, again bringing another round of gusty winds, cooler temperatures, and some shower activity. As we move into Wednesday, we will likely see ridging with warmer and drier conditions moving in, but we will watch an area of low pressure off the Southern California coast to see if we get any precipitation down south, but right now it's just looking like some cloud cover. The forecast amount of precipitation from Sunday through Tuesday morning again shows that those storms targeting the northern half of the Great Basin, continuing to bring most of the shower activity to central Idaho, into eastern Idaho and Wyoming, and much lighter showers down into Nevada and Utah with still continued dry conditions over southern areas of the Great Basin. The 8 to 14 day outlook, taking us from May 5th through the 11th, shows warmer and drier conditions still for parts of southern and eastern areas of the basin, and some above normal precipitation still likely as storms continue to move through the northern areas. But we are expecting a stronger warming and drying period by the middle of May. That concludes our webcast for today. Check back on Monday for the latest updates.